Good day, everybody. This is Keg with Basement Entertainment, and I just want to address something that Games Workshop had very recently released. Everything comes round again, even squares. So this is something that they released 2 days ago as a little teaser, and everyone is going crazy about what does this mean. I think everyone had a general idea, but no one could actually believe it. But the following day, yesterday, they had released this, Warhammer The Old World. As a lot of you may be familiar with, Warhammer Total War, Warhammer Vermintide, Chaos Bane, Man of War, all that kind of stuff is based in the Warhammer Fantasy World, which they had axed 4 years ago in 2015 and came out with Age of Sigmar. They have just very recently announced that they will be bringing it back, not like how it was. It's not going to be 8th edition again. It's going to be different. I expect it's going to be very similar to, or like a little bit of a mix between 8th edition and Age of Sigmar. It'll be like 40k 8th edition, where it's simplified a lot so people can get into it a little bit easier, but similar to what we used to know and love. If you just Google Warhammer community, Warhammer The Old World, this article will come up. It's a pretty short article. They haven't really decided much of anything yet, except for they're going to be doing it. They said it's at least 2 years away, probably 3 or 4 years away, but a lot of us are really excited about this. I know I am. I still play Fantasy 8th edition. I don't play Age of Sigmar. I tried it, wasn't really into it. I still really like the complexity of 8th edition. It's a lot of fun. 9th Age is a game that also came out when Age of Sigmar did, which was like how a lot of people figured that Warhammer 9th edition should have been. It's a really good game. Check it out, but I personally prefer 8th edition. And there's a whole lot we can speculate at this point, but it's so far off from when it's actually going to be coming out that, I have no idea if any of it's going to be true. But one thing I'm really hoping for is in the center of this map here. The Empire isn't at the center like how it usually is. It's Bretonnia, and Estelia and Tilia are also very prominent in the center. So what I'm really hoping is going to happen is, well, Bretonnia hasn't had an army book, I think, since like 2008. Before they got rid of Warhammer Fantasy, for 2 or 3 years before then, it was always rumored Bretonnia is the next army book, and they never ended up getting one. Estelia and Tilia, they haven't had stuff since, I think, 5th edition with like Dogs of War and stuff. And I would love to see them get some stuff again. They have so much cool lore. When they come out with Warhammer The Old World, it's very possible that it's not going to be in the same time period with Karl Franz as the Emperor. They might decide to go a couple of 100 years beforehand. That way they can experiment with a whole bunch of new characters, because a lot of people, ended up dying. But we'll still have some characters that we had before, like the elves and the dwarves are very long-lived. A couple of chaos people are very long-lived, and they might end up staying there if they decide to do something like that. This is all speculation. I'll continue to come up with videos as they release more of this over the next couple of years. Games Workshop also released 2 short videos, which you can find on their channel, Warhammer TV. Be There and Be Square, and The Old World Lives Again. I will link both of these in the description. But thanks for dropping in and checking this out. I'm really excited to see what happens in the future with this. And, I got to go back to work now because YouTube doesn't pay my bills.